Добре, здравейте и тук отново. Продължаваме с следващата презентация на Държавният университет на Венеция, Kofowski. Днес имаме честа, Рачеле, да ни разкаже малко повече за университета, за програмите в него и за изискванията за прием. Постепенно моите колеги, които в момента помагат на въпросите и превеждат на Политехнико де Милано, ще се включат и тук при Ракеле, за да могат да съдействат и при Q&A сешена на края на презентацията. Отново искам да подсета да задавате своите въпроси в чат секцията, за да може да ги запишем и на по-късен етап на тези от вас, на които не сме успяли да отговорим, да върнем отговорите по имейл или по някакви от социалните мрежи, които ползваме. Rachele, you can start your presentation now.
Thank you, Dimitar. I don't know if I should be made a host of the webinar.
You're not the host? I think you are.
Not yet.
Okay. So just 1 second. Now you're the host.
Okay. Still, I cannot launch the broadcast.
It's already, we are broadcasting.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay, I was supposed to do it. This is how I was.
We've done it. We've done it.
Okay, so hi everybody. Welcome to Venice and welcome to Kofowski University, even though pretty much virtually. As I was saying to Dimitar just a few minutes ago, I'm sorry that this event could not be made in person. So I really much hope that I'll be visiting you in spring next year. So we hope that COVID-19 is not going to be there anymore as it is right now. So as far as COVID-19 is concerned, I would like to spend a couple of words to tell you how the university is organized about that. So we are currently back in the classrooms. So all the students can actually attend their lectures in person, and providing that they have a green pass, of course, so that they can show that they are either vaccinated or COVID-19 negative. If somebody doesn't want to go in the classroom in person, students can actually still follow the lectures virtually, live, or they can look at the registrations afterwards. However, we hope to go back to the full in-presence mode starting from January 2022. So this is what we hope to do. Okay, let me see if I can go to the next slide. Okay, slides are a bit slow, but still. So Kofowski is a public university. We have been founded around 150 years ago as Italy's first international business school. And we are based in Venice. So Venice is where we have the biggest number of our students, even though we also have other campuses, which I would like to show you. But the presentation is not moving from where I am right now. Sorry about that. Okay, now it is. Sorry. So this is the main university building, which is actually on the Grand Canal in the heart of Venice. As I was telling you before, we are mainly based in Venice. So Venice is the central Venice is where we actually have the biggest number of lecture rooms and university buildings. But we also have other campuses in other cities, such as Mestre, where we have the scientific campus, in Treviso, where we have 5 courses, notably Global Development and Entrepreneurship, which is the only one taught in English based in Treviso. We have Digital Management in Roncade, and we have our professional master's degree programs in Porto Marghera. We are a middle-sized university compared with other Italian universities. So now we count around 24,000 students, including 1,500 new international students each year. 500 is the number of our faculty members, and we also have 100 visiting professors a year. We are happy to say that we have more than 1,000 researchers, including more than 40 Marie Curie fellows. If you don't know, Marie Curie is the most prestigious scholarship for researchers in the whole European Union. And we have a huge number of graduates in more than 80 countries. So this gives you a sense of where our graduates go and how important is our international dimension. We are a research university. These are some of our research fields. As you see, they are varied. So we span, for example, from cultural heritage and production through information and communication technologies, or chemistry, nanotechnology, and advanced materials, to philosophy and religion. So there's plenty of diverse subjects to study. And you have actually some programs that, I mean, many of our programs are very interdisciplinary in character. So, I mean, you can see this variety in your varied degree program. Okay. So these are our brand new World University rankings provided by QS. As you can see, we are very well ranked for a number of subjects. So we are top 50 for classics, ancient history, top 100 for modern languages. We teach more than 40 languages at Kofowski. We are top 150 for history, top 200 for linguistics, geography, economics, and econometrics, and top 300 for accounting and finance. We are also ranked for hospitality leisure management. This is an academic cluster that we have just opened at Kofowski with the course Hospitality Innovation and E-Tourism, for those of you who might be interested in hospitality management. We are also ranked, of course, for business management studies, computer science, environmental sciences, and chemistry. At the moment, we offer 19 bachelor's degrees, 35 master's degrees, a huge number of professional master's degree programs, and 16 PhDs. As you can see, bachelor's degrees in Italy are always 3 years in length, and you have 2 years master's degrees. These are academic master's degrees, and these are the ones that lead you to PhD studies. So if you see that a master is only 1 year in length, that means that it's a professional master's programs, and it's not necessarily getting you to PhD studies. At the moment, we have 5 bachelor's degree programs taught in English, entirely taught in English, and 16 master's degree programs. We also have a foundation year, just for you to know, but it's not really interesting for students from Bulgaria because the foundation year has been established to help high school graduates, to international high school graduates, to bridge the gap with the Italian higher education system. Usually, as Bulgarian students, you don't have this kind of issue as you complete 12 years of schooling and your high school diploma is fully recognized in Italy, and you can apply directly to bachelor's degree studies. It can nonetheless be interesting for you if you, for example, wish to have a good Italian language preparation and then go to bachelor studies taught in Italian. We teach in 4 main academic areas, which are economics, foreign languages, the humanities, and the sciences. And we have a couple of departments for each of these areas. Right now, these are the programs, bachelor's degree programs that we teach entirely in English. So you have business administration, digital management, economics and business, this new program, hospitality, innovation, and e-tourism, and philosophy, international and economic studies. I would like to spend a couple of words about this new program. This is a professional bachelor's degree program, meaning that it is aimed at connecting you directly with the job market. So you are supposed to find a job right after your graduation without necessarily going through master's studies, which you can do, however, if you want to. So the program gives you a lot of practical skills. As a matter of fact, almost 1/3 of the program is made up by internships. It gives you core knowledge about management, economics, and law for the hospitality sector, plus many IT and quantitative skills for management, supply chain management, and tourist marketing. So if you're interested in hospitality management, this could be the right choice for you. The program has been established together with the Italian School of Hospitality, which of course has many contacts for internships and job placement programs. With regard to master's degree programs, the choice is a bit broader. So you of course have a number of courses in the field of economics and management, but we also have a program in the art and the humanities with digital and public humanities. We have a lot of programs in the field of international studies and globalization, as seen from multiple points of view. So you can see that you have comparative international relations, but also environmental humanities. Then you have the languages with American and post-colonial language and literature, and language sciences. Plus, almost all the science programs at the master's level are taught exclusively in English at Kofowski. So you have computer science, or for example, conservation science and technology for cultural heritage, which is chemistry and science in general, and technology applied to the preservation of cultural heritage. I would like to spend a couple of words about the international opportunities that Kofowski is offering to you. So as you could see, we have many programs that we teach entirely in English. Oh, plus don't forget that we also have many programs, of course, that are taught in Italian. So if you have if you're interested in undertaking a program which is entirely taught in Italian, you can of course do that. Usually a minimum B2 level knowledge of Italian is required to attend the lectures and sit and pass your exams. Just for you to know, you are not required to present any official certification with regard to Italian. So you can also consider to undertake a program which is taught in that language. We also offer more than 26 joint and double degrees that we have established together with as many international partner universities. These are mostly at the master's degree level. And the principle is that you enroll at Kofowski, you stay with us for 1 year, usually the first year of your studies, and then you apply for the joint or double degree, and then spend the second year at the partner university. At the end, you get either one single diploma signed by both universities or 2 different degree diplomas. We have more than 125 exchange partner countries, which means that even if you don't want to embark in a joint or double degree program, you can still spend a mobility period abroad. This can be 6 months or 1 year. And the university is also supporting you financially to do that. So for example, if you wish to stay in Europe, you know that there is the Erasmus Plus program. Then we have another couple of programs that allow you to go overseas, so outside the European Union. This is the Icm Erasmus Plus program and the overseas program. Whether the program is or not financed by the European Union, the university is making funds available for students wishing to leave for an international destination. And as you can see, we have more than 1,500 outgoing students each year. And we also receive as many incoming international students. Okay, so this is a map of the world, and it's just for you to see where actually are our partner universities. As you can imagine, we have many partners in Europe because we are linked to the Erasmus Plus program. We have many partner universities also in Asia, and also in North America, Central and South America, and Oceania. These are some international opportunities that you can benefit from, even though you might decide not to go abroad and just stay in Venice. We have the Foscari International College, which is an honors college that is part of the university. This is meant for high achieving students from Italy and abroad. And the aim is to pair one of our bachelor's or master's degree program, can be anyone, with additional interdisciplinary courses and activities that are organized by the college and offered only to the college students. You can see some of the activities on their website. The good thing is that the college offers accommodation and a number of full or partial vouchers, which are covering boarding and tuition. So if you are an high achieving student and would like to do also something else other than just studying for your bachelor's or master's degree programs, you might consider to also apply for the international college. Then we have the School for International Education. This is where we teach Italian to international students. This is where we have our foundation year. And also the school organizes joint summer programs with a lot of prestigious international partners. And among them, we also have Harvard University and Columbia. And then we have the Venice International University, which is a consortium of universities from all over the world, which is based in Venice. They are dealing with many academic and scientific initiatives focusing on new global challenges, such as, for example, climate change. And as Kofowski students, you can take some of your exams at the Venice International University, and of course, they will be recognized on your transcript of records. We also have this very cool initiative. This is called, this is the Study in Venice Consortium, which has been established with the other universities that we have in Venice, because it's not only us, Foscari, but we also have UAV, the University of Architecture and Design. We have a conservatory and we have an Academy of Fine Arts. So it is possible to enroll in courses offered by one of these other 3 universities while studying at Kofowski. This is called Icm Erasmus. Okay, we have a number of student services. I would start off with the financial aid office. The counseling and welcome unit is very helpful, but it is mostly for non-EU students which have to apply for a visa, get a permit of stay, or get an health insurance when they come to Italy. Whereas you don't have to. So I will start off with the financial aid office, which provides students with information and indications about the Scholarship for Students Financial Aid, which is the income-based scholarship that we offer thanks to the fund made available by our government. We have a housing office, which you can contact to find accommodation in Venice, in a student residence or in a private apartment. We have very important guidance and career services. Internships are compulsory at Foscari, both at the bachelor's and at the master's level. And our guidance and career services are helping you to find the right place for you. We also have cafeterias and libraries located on all campuses. Kofowski is actually very devoted to its international dimension. So Kofowski has been at the center of lots of world happenings for many, many centuries, as you might already know. And we still are, because we welcome lots of international people from all over the world each year. And we offer world-renowned events, such as, for example, the Biennale of Architecture, the Biennale of Art, the Venice Film Festival. And then we have some events that are organized by the university itself, such the Art Night, for example. This literary festival, which is called Incroci di Civiltà, which I will translate less or more like civilization crossings. And then we have, for example, the Kofowski Short Film Festival. This is the first short film festival in Italy, which has been conceived and organized by university students. So we are very proud of that. These are some of the student activities and associations you can have access to as Kofowski students. But of course, what I would suggest you is to follow our Instagram account, Students Life in Venice. This is managed by our actual international students. I will give you the details afterwards. So you can contact them, see what they are doing in Venice, and also ask them about what is Venice like for international students, what you can do outside, of course, going to lectures and study, what are the most cool student activities and associations that you can join in your free time. So about student housing, as I said before, you can stay in a dorm, which can be owned by the regional government or can be private. And then you also have access to shared private apartments. So you are totally free to choose where you wish to stay. We have a current total of 1,230 beds available in student residences, but we have some new residences that should open very soon. This is the Santa Marta residence, which opened a couple of years ago. As you can see, everything is pretty cool and brand new. Here we have 650 new beds in single and double rooms. Prices, of course, vary. So if you wish to have a single room, for example, you need to budget around 530 euros per month. Whereas you can get to save a bit if you are willing to share your room with another student. This is a student residence, which is almost ready and should open very soon. This is the new Icm residence right outside the economic campus with 220 beds. And we are about to open another residence right next to the scientific campus. As I said before, internships are compulsory, both at the bachelor's and at the master's level at Foscari. So you can see that we are very devoted to connect you with the job market. As a proof of that, we are among the top 500 universities in the world for graduate employability, which means for how quick you can find a job after graduating at Foscari. We have a database of more than 10,000 agreements for internship and work placement programs. So when the time comes for you to do your internship, you just basically have to pick one of these companies or public or private institutions from the list. Everything is settled, including the insurance on the workplace. So yeah, everything is already organized and thought of in advance. Please note that you can also add, for example, a company. You are very interested in doing your internship in a company that you love, but it's not on the list. You can always ask us to sign a convention with this company, and then you can do your internship there. Of course, you can also work while studying. This 20 hours limit is actually for non-EU students. And of course, as EU nationals, you can stay in Italy as much as you wish in order to find a job. These are some of the services provided by our guidance and career services. I would like to mention very quickly the Career Day, which is an event organized annually that aims at getting students to have interviews with a wide range of companies in order to find an internship or a job, which is about to happen in these days, actually. Okay, these are some pictures about life in Venice. I don't know if all of you have had the chance to be in Venice so far. As you can see, and as you know, maybe, it's a very special city, very different from many other cities that you might have been to already. Venice is small, but it's very rich in art and culture, and it's very intricate. So it might be, it might seem very much bigger because you can get lost in it very easily. We have canals and boats instead of streets and cars. And I would say that it's quite a safe city, but yet stimulating thanks to all the international events and happenings that we host each year. It's also very close to many other European capitals, and actually train prices are very good. So during the weekend, you can also travel to other very famous Italian cities, such as Rome, Milan, Florence, very, very close with the train. As I said at the very beginning, we are a public university, and we would very much like everybody to be able to join Foscari if they think that this could be the right place for them to develop as students and as human beings. So we wish to make university affordable for all the students from all around the world. As EU students, the standard price for a bachelor's degree is that you can see in the table. So it's 1,894 euros per year, and master's degree students should instead pay an annual tuition fee of 2,117 euros. We have two exceptions, as you can see: the digital management program and the hospitality innovation and e-tourism program. Of course, we offer scholarships and financial aid to Italian and international students. I told you before about our income-based scholarship. This is called Scholarship for Students Financial Aid, or so-called regional scholarship. It is based on your household income. So you can get an annual scholarship of approximately 5,264 euros, and you have your annual tuition fee covered. I would say that most of our international students actually manage to have access to this scholarship because the income of your household is like compared to the purchase power that we have in Italy. So usually most of our international students manage to have access to this scholarship. The downside, I would say, is that the application has to be made in person, and you have to present a bunch of documents to basically prove that your household income is reasonably low. And results are announced after your enrollment, usually in October for bachelor's degree students, and in January or February next year for master's degree students. So you have to be prepared to cover the tuition fee installments that are due before results are actually announced, and also to be able to sustain yourself until you have the scholarship results. We also plan to have merit-based funding, but we made a proposal to our university governance, and we expect it to be approved at the beginning of next month. So please contact us for more information, let's say in November or the beginning of December 2021. Okay, this is a breakdown of living expenses for students in Venice, just for you to get a sense about what to expect. You can see that the prices in the historic center of Venice are a bit higher. You can save a bit by staying in mainland Venice or in nearby cities, such as, for example, I don't know, Padua, Treviso. I myself live in Treviso and go to Venice every day with the train. It's like 30 to 40 minutes. And the monthly pass for the train is not at all expensive. It's about, I pay less than 50 euros per month, and I can take the train as many times as I wish. For the food, you should budget around 50 to 80 euros per week. And as students, you can have a public transit card, which is basically a monthly pass for students that you can get for 25 euros. How to apply for admission? So we have an online application platform, which is apply.unive.it. It will open on December 7 for students from all around the world, and will close for EU students in June 2023 for all programs, but bachelor's degree programs which do not have an admission test. And these are usually those which are taught in Italian. You don't need too many documents to apply. We need to receive your passport or Bulgarian ID. If you are still in high school, then we will need to see your transcript of records for all the years of high school, but the last one that you are still attending, of course, a letter of enrollment stating that you are still enrolled in school and will finish by next summer. And for bachelor's degree applicants, this is it. For master's degree applicants instead, we need to have your ID, your most updated university transcript of records, and a letter of enrollment from your university, plus a CV and a motivation letter. So very easy and simple. All the documents can be scanned and uploaded to the application platform before sending it to us. Of course, all the documents that are not in English or in Italian must be translated into one of these two languages before being sent. A B2 level knowledge of English is required to all students wishing to enroll in an English taught program. You can find the full list of the certificates that we recognize on our website. It's not only IELTS or TOEFL, but we have around 15, 16 certificates that we recognize. If you wish to study in Italian, as I said before, a B2 level knowledge of Italian is recommended for you to attend your classes and sit your exams. Even though you are not required as EU nationals to present any particular certification attesting your knowledge of Italian language. This is the Instagram account I was telling you about before. It's called Student Life in Venice. It's managed by some of our international students. So please check it out, see what our students are doing. Please contact them to ask any information, any detail that only them can tell you, because they are international students at Kofowski. So there are some things that I'm not able to tell you because I'm not an international student. So you better contact them if you wish to talk to them. They're very kind and also answer to DMs and so on. Okay, keep in touch with us. You can always contact, of course, Skylines. They have been working with us for years now, so they know everything about us. Just in case this is our email, you can also contact us directly. It's prospective.students@univa.it. So thank you very much for your attention and for being at the presentation. So now I think it's time for the Q&A. So I'll stop sharing. Hi, Belina.
Nice to see you, really.
Nice to see you too.
Okay. We do have some questions, but not in the QA, but in the chat session.
Okay, okay.
In the comment,
excellent.
Usually. We can start from the first one. I'm trying to answer, but you could also add something if you wish with regards to, are there bachelor programs in arts, design, and architecture in English?
We do have a master's degree program in English, but it's economics and management of arts and culture. If you are looking for something that is specifically about design and architecture, you should write to UF, which is the architecture and design university that we also have in Venice. And they do have a master's degree programs that they teach in English. Yeah.
But she's interested in a bachelor program.
Oh,
so
bachelor.
In Italian.
Sorry.
But, yeah.
I don't know why I thought about master's programs. No, bachelor. No, unfortunately not. We have a bachelor's degree program in conservation of arts, of course, and arts history, but it's in Italian, unfortunately.
And Iskra is interested in a PhD program. And I sent her 2 links, the last one with the PhD listed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you would like to add something with regards to applying for a PhD. It's probably a very tough procedure. And,
yes, plus we don't really do with this procedure directly. So for example, on the apply.unive.it platform, you can only apply for a bachelor's or a master's degree program. PhDs have a different application procedure. There is an annual call for application, which is usually coming out in spring. So for example, next call, I think is going to be announced in March 2022. Anyways, if you need more information about PhDs, I invite you to write to our PhD office at this email address and ask them more information directly, because they are the ones that are managing the program, managing the application procedure. So they are really the ones you should contact for this. We only are, how to say, we can only answer about bachelor's and master's degree programs.
Okay. There is a question from Kusara. She asks, if a candidate has an American diploma and plans on studying in English, is there a need to provide an English proficiency test?
I believe you mean an American high school diploma. Okay.
I think so.
So no, it's not necessary. I mean, if you hold an American high school diploma, that proves that you know English, of course. Just you might have some admission issues, because our Ministry of University and Research wants all holders of US high school diplomas to also have 3 AP exams. And I mean, as far as I can see, many holders of a US high school diploma don't have that, because university entrance in the US is actually determined on the basis of the SAT usually. So yeah, that's a requirement that we cannot skip. So if you have a US high school diploma, then you should also have 3 AP courses and then also 3 AP exams.
And also, yeah. And Akusara is asking another question related to that. Can I apply with both a Bulgarian and US high school diploma? Thank you.
You actually need only one. And at this point, I suggest you to use the Bulgarian diploma, because the Bulgarian diploma is granting you direct entry to the Italian higher education system, which is something that the US high school diploma cannot do.
But if she encloses the US high school diploma as a sufficient proof of her English, but she gets enrolled with the Bulgarian high school diploma as a qualification, the high school qualification, can she combine both without presenting an English certificate?
This I have to check, because it means that if she also has the American diploma, then she most probably was in the United States only for 1 year or 2.
There is a school in Bulgaria. I don't know which school is Kusara from. Maybe she can write.
Okay.
But there are schools in Bulgaria that offer both tracks, and you graduate usually with a high school diploma from both countries. And if you wish, you take the AP exams when on the American track.
Okay.
So usually these are students who have high school diploma Bulgarian, and they have the US high school diploma, and it's up to them to decide whether they take the AP exams.
Okay. So the Bulgarian diploma is granting access to higher education in Italy. Whether the US high school diploma is covering the like B2 language requirement, I will check, because I need to check if the high school diploma is sufficient by itself, or you also need to prove that you have studied for all the 4 years in English language.
Okay, so I'm going through the questions.
Yeah.
Christina would like to know, will the recording of this presentation be sent to us? Yes, Christina will send the recording not only to Kofowski, but all the presentations that you either participate or not. We will send the recordings anyway to everyone who has registered. And it's for Evelina would like to know more about the digital management program. Do I need to take a particular exam to enroll?
Yes, meaning that many of our courses have a limited number of spots. So we ask applicants to sit and pass an admission test. The test for the program is called TalkE. This is it. I'm gonna write it in the chat. And is a test that it's actually applicable to all the economics and management programs that we have at Kofowski at the bachelor's level. So this is a test that you'd also have to take if, for example, you wish to enroll in business administration or economics and business, just to say. This is a test that is covering mainly mathematics and logic questions, and that will be delivered online. We usually have a spring session and a summer session. So we usually hold these tests in late March or April, or during the summer, let's say in August, end of August. For digital management applicants, we also have a Skype call in addition to the test. So you do the test, you take the test, the ranking comes out, and then you are also invited to do a Skype call with the teaching committee of the program. So, yeah.
Can I add, can I check with you if the SAT continues to be substituted with the talk? For example, if an applicant has an SAT, they can provide the SAT result instead of taking the talk exam.
Yes, this is also possible for this program. I mean, the call for application for the test has yet to come out. Of course, it's going to be out at the beginning of March. So that will be, I mean, we will have to wait for that call to be 100% sure, but in the past year has always been like that. So it is possible to present your SAT results instead of taking these TalkE test, but you will always have to do the Skype call.
Okay, Stephanie would like to be sure that she understood correctly. To apply for a master's in English, we need certificate obtained in the last 3 years. I think she refers for the requirement for the English language certificate. I'm not sure. I think she refers for the requirement to provide an English language certificate.
I cannot see, oh, sorry, I cannot see this question. To apply for a master's in English, we need certificate obtained in the last 3 years. Yes, I mean, we need to receive your most updated transcript of records. If I remember correctly, university in Bulgaria, bachelor studies are lasting for how many years? 4. Okay.
4 years. Yes.
So yeah, so I suppose that you are now in your 4th year and are able to present the transcript of records of the last 3 years, maybe. Yeah.
Now I understand the question too.
Okay.
Okay. Laura Georgieva has a very good question. Can you find a job during your bachelor without any knowledge of Italian language? Are there any sport associations in the university, especially gymnastics one?
Okay. So I'll go with the first question. Yes, it is possible to find a job without any knowledge of the Italian language, but just because Venice is a very international city, and you can find like part-time jobs, let's say, that do not require you to speak Italian. For example, I know from some students that, for example, you have lots of international families, mom and dad are working and they need someone to babysit the kids, but they do want someone who is speaking in English, for example, and they are not interested in letting the children with someone who speaks in Italian only. So this is one example. Generally speaking, if you are thinking about, for example, working at a bar or finding a job in a company, I would say that at least the basic knowledge of Italian is recommended. So yes, it is possible to find a job in Venice without knowing Italian. It just depends on the job that you wish to find, because again, if you expect to find a job in a company, that's pretty much hard if you don't know a word of Italian. Yeah, so this is as far as the first question is concerned. The second, yeah, we have a university sports center where they offer training in many sports. And either in Venice or in the mainland, you can eventually find a place where you can practice gymnastics, because I already received this question once. So I've already looked for this, yes, for a student from abroad. I do not remember from where. But yes, I found a couple of gymnastics associations in Mestre, which is like
very close.
Yes, 10 minutes by train.
Okay, and Mona would like to know if the university helps finding a job, or she would find, or has to find it herself if she is looking for.
We have a part a part of our website. There are job offers that are sent to us directly by companies for students. So this is something that you can check. Maybe you can find something there. If you cannot find something there, you will have to find a job on your own while studying.
Okay, there is another question from Marina Keva. If I want to enroll in Italian taught program and I have an Italian diploma recognized by the Italian embassy in Bulgaria from the Italian Lyceum, do I need another certificate for my Italian level? Thank you.
No, as European Union citizens, you are never asked to prove that you can speak Italian. So knowledge of Italian is of course recommended if you wish to undertake a program which is taught in Italian, but nobody is going to ask you for a certificate. It's very good that you come from the Liceo Italiano in Sofia. So, I mean, you are, I guess, fully prepared to undertake a program which is taught in Italian. And yeah, of course, you don't need any other certification. I mean, nobody does from Bulgaria.
Okay. Rossi is asking, but it's not very clear, if I have a Bulgarian and Italian diploma, with which it would be better to apply. But first, it depends. If it is a diploma from a Bulgarian high school, for example, the Italian Lyceum, then we would advise to apply with the Bulgarian one, because the Italian is like a supplement to the Bulgarian. It's not the very Italian diploma itself. But if it is from an Italian school in Italy, that's a different thing, which I don't know which of these applies to Rossi's case.
Okay, maybe she'll answer to us by the end of the question.
Because,
time.
For example, if she's from the Italian Lyceum, they get the Bulgarian high school diploma and a supplement, but you never apply only with the supplement, which is you apply with the Bulgarian diploma and then close the supplement. So all together with both of them.
Okay.
If from Bulgaria.
So it's not a separate diploma as other Italian schools abroad do?
No, it's not.
Okay.
They have matura exams, but it's a different thing than the Italian esame di stato diploma.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Kusara, who was asking about the American high school diploma, has explained that she's studying at the American College of Sofia, where, students graduate with both Bulgarian and American high school diploma. So in her case, the American high school diploma could be used as sufficient proof, perhaps. You can check.
Yes, I will check this. Kosara, can you please let us know if you are studying in English, like all the subjects in English, or like you are doing half-half, for example?
I think they study all in English, but she can write. But we've had students, from the American College of Sofia, and usually for Italian university, having the high school diploma, the American without the APs, is sufficient for English proof. Usually.
I will check this.
Ladies,
I will check
excuse me for interrupting you. Just to mention that in 2 minutes, the next presentation is starting. It's the International University of Language and Communication, Milan. So students that are interested in language and communication can join in the next presentation in 2 minutes, but you can continue with the question and answers here. Raquel, it's been a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you, Dimitar. Say hi to my colleagues of you.
With pleasure. Thank you very much.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
So Raquel, we continue with the questions.
Yes.
In the Q&A session, there is a question. Is there a bachelor program about international relations in Italian, though?
No, we have philosophy, international and economic studies, and it's been always taught in English, and there is no Italian curriculum for that. So it's only in English.
Yeah, but it's a great program. Okay, Maria would like to know, what master subject can I study? So maybe we should send the link for the all the finding programs.
Yes, definitely. As I told before, we actually have, we teach in 4 main academic areas, the languages, the humanities, the sciences, and the humanities. So you have plenty of possible subjects to choose. They're important. You need to think about your background, because basically to access each and every master's degree program at Foscari, you need to have a coherent previous background. So there is a number of, this is how they are called, minimum curricular requirements that you must have in order to get admission. And these minimum curricular requirements are basically a list of exams in specific academic and disciplinary areas that you must have done during your undergraduate studies in order to have access to master's studies. So for example, if you have a bachelor's degree in psychology and wish to go to master's studies in management, this would be absolutely impossible. So it is true that you have a broad range of master's degrees to choose from, but you need to keep an eye on your previous background.
Well, Maria has just added that she studied international tourism.
Okay.
Yes.
International tourism. Okay, and so
in
this
London.
is okay.
Okay, in English, so. Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, sorry, I sent you not the wrong page, but okay, this second one that I am about to send is way better.
Yeah.
Okay, international tourism. Okay, the name of the program is not helping me too much. I would need to maybe receive your transcript of records to, you know, to give an informed opinion about. Okay, thank you. So you can send it to, you can either send it through Evelina or to prospective.students@unive.it, and I will take a look at it and maybe give you a couple, give you advice on which courses are worth applying for in your case.
I think there were some questions before. I'm just scrolling up to, okay, the master. I have a Bulgarian, yes. So Maria actually, so I was looking for her first message and then her last ones. So she added in the middle that she has a bachelor degree from Sunderland University, London. Can I study in English or I need to do Italian language course in advance? Depends on the program. I mean, if you find the program in English, you can absolutely study in English. And you're exempt from providing an English language proof because she completed her bachelor in the UK.
Correct.
Understood. Me and Maria are from Liceo Italiano here in Sofia. So these are all clarifications of the questions above. So actually the students who are asking about Italian diploma and Bulgarian diploma are from the Italian Liceo. So they apply with the Bulgarian one, adding the supplement, but it's not required actually. They can just have the Bulgarian diploma and no need to take these Matura exams in the Italian Liceo. This, yeah. Just
this
to
is
ask.
not, no, I mean, if you need to take the Italian Matura exam to have the Italian supplement, yes. Then it's, I mean, it's not needed.
Okay. Do we have other questions? I think no. If you, Raquel, would like to add something to some questions, I don't know, to some answers that we gave or to some questions?
Not really. I think I answered about everything. Just, yeah, if you have additional questions that we didn't go through right now, or because you didn't have time to ask, or because you just forgot and it pops up in your mind tomorrow, you can always contact us either through Skylines. Evelina is always in contact with me, or you can write us directly. But so yeah, we are always here to answer your questions.
Okay. So guys, if you have any other questions, drop them in the chat box. If not now, yeah, we can answer your questions via email, phone. We will send you the recording. Okay, so Raquel.
Thank you for hosting me. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you again. And
hopefully next time is going to happen in person.
Yes, we all fingers crossed.
Okay.
Okay, Raquel. Okay.
Thank you so much and see you soon.
See you.
Enjoy the rest of the fair.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.